If you're thinking about selling your house in Aurora, the biggest mistake you can make is focusing only on your list price and not what you'll actually walk away with. Before you decide anything, get your free Aurora home value so you're not guessing at your equity. Clarity first, decision second. Today I'm breaking down what it really costs to sell a house in Aurora, and including commissions, closing costs, repairs, and how to think about your net sheet the right way. Let's simplify this. Most homeowners think my house is worth X, so that's what I'll get. But that's not how it works. The number that matters isn't your list price, it's your net proceeds, which is what's left after expenses. And there are four main categories that affect that number: agent commissions, seller closing costs, repairs and prep, and negotiated credits. If you don't look at all four together, you're only seeing half the picture. So let's start with the most talked about cost, commissions. Commissions is compensation for marketing, negotiation, contract management, and exposure through the MLS. I'm not going to give you an exact percentage here because those can vary depending on agreement and structure. What matters more is this: commission isn't just a cost, it's part of your pricing and net strategy. For example, if better marketing and positioning helps you secure stronger offers, smoother inspections, or fewer concessions, your net can actually improve even after paying commissions. The mistake sellers make is evaluating commission in isolation instead of evaluating net result. The right question isn't what am I paying, it's what am I walking away with. Next is the closing costs. Beyond commission, sellers typically have closing related expenses. These can include title-related fees, transfer-related fees, attorney fees, prorated property taxes, possible HOA document fees. These aren't surprise fees, but they do reduce your final number. And then there's another category many sellers forget about: buyer-requested credits. During negotiations, buyers may ask for closing cost credits, repair credits, and concessions after inspections. These don't always happen, but they're common enough that they should be considered when you're estimating your net. That's why guessing your proceeds without running the numbers can be risky. Now let's talk about repairs and prep, where sellers often overspend. This is where emotion can get expensive. Some sellers think we need to remodel everything before listing, and others think let's just sell it as is and let the buyer deal with it. Most of the time, the right approach is in the middle. Typical prep expenses might include paint touch-up, minor repairs, deep cleaning, landscaping refresh, and staging if needed. Major renovations don't always translate into higher net proceeds. Strategic preparation matters more than expensive upgrades. The goal is improving marketability, not creating your dream version of the house right before you leave it. Now let's put this all together because this is where clarity really matters. A net sheet is simply a breakdown of expected sale price minus your mortgage payoff, commissions, closing costs, estimated repairs or credits, and what's left is your estimated proceeds. This is the number that determines whether you can buy your next home, whether downsizing makes sense, and whether waiting is smarter, whether selling fits your timeline. Without a net sheet, you're making decisions based on gross numbers, not real numbers, and that's where mistakes happen. Before you list, remodel, or even start interviewing agents, get your free Aurora home value. That gives you a starting point so we can estimate your real net, not a guess. You can do that before making any commitments. And one more important point most sellers overlook. The most expensive mistake isn't usually commission, it isn't closing costs, it's mispricing. If you price too high and sit on the market, you can lose leverage. If you price too low without understanding demand, you can leave equity behind. If you renovate without running net projections first, you can spend money that doesn't improve your outcome. Selling costs money, that's normal, but unclear strategy costs more. So start with value, then estimate net, then build the plan. If you're thinking about selling in Aurora and want clarity before making a move, get your free home value first. It's not a commitment, it's not a sales step, it's simply a way to see where you stand. I'm Sean Gimpert with O'Neill Property Group, and when you understand what it really costs to sell, you can move forward confidently.